Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Jon Venus here. Today is going to be a bit of a different one. It's going to be me reading anti-vegan comments that I've been getting on my channel and trying to shed some light on this very confused environment that we find ourselves in, where there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of heat, a lot of emotion. So it'll be fun for me to tackle some of these things. So the first comment is, F your propaganda video poisoning young impressionable minds with your vegan agenda. Don't listen to these brain dead f***s. Eat meat and feel the testosterone flowing through your veins. Language was kind of unnecessary here, but the first word to highlight is propaganda, right? The definition of propaganda is information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote a point of view. Biased is one thing, right? Bias exists within everyone. All of us have certain belief system, ethical, codes that we try to live our lives by. So obviously that will lead to some level of bias, but obviously I believe in trying to stay as unbiased as possible to the highest degree that I can. I always go and try to find myself information and points of view that disagree with me. This is the way that I learn the most. This is how I grow as a person, is trying to find points of view that go against my point of view and try to learn from both sides and always growing my knowledge. So the other word that is used to describe propaganda is misleading information. So there is nothing misleading about the vegan lifestyle because it's very simple, right? You're a person that wants to respect another sentient being's life by not killing it. There is nothing misleading about that. There might be some misleading studies made somewhere that people throw around. But the point I'm trying to make is the vegan lifestyle itself is not propaganda. It's not misleading. It's just what it is. It's someone trying to minimize their harm upon other living beings, and that's it. And then we also have the testosterone argument, right? Which a lot of people throw around because you need meat to have cholesterol to produce testosterone and that kind of stuff. This is something that we already know that is false. You don't need to eat meat to boost your testosterone. Actually, you can't really eat anything to boost your testosterone naturally. You can to some extent, but the percentages that it affects you is not going to be of significant difference in the sense that you'll be able to feel it or see more muscle gains. So it's only veggies and roids then. Roids means steroids, a drug that people use in bodybuilding to increase their testosterone levels beyond the natural limit. I know a lot of you guys already know my story, my background. I'm very against the use of steroids and performance enhancing drugs for my own life, and this is because I don't need it. I don't need steroids to do what I'm doing. I'm not a professional bodybuilder. I'm not a professional athlete. I'm not trying to get a competitive edge because I don't see myself as a bodybuilder. I'm an active guy who likes lifting weights and building an awesome physique. And that's pretty much it. Okay, the next one is kind of strange. American diet is already 70% plants. That's why everyone is ill. I don't even know what to say to this one. The most concerning bit about this comment is that it has 121 thumbs up. Just think about it. There are 121 people who saw this comment and thought, yes, that is exactly why everyone in America is sick and having heart attacks and cancer. No one would agree with this person apart from those 121 people who gave this a thumbs up. As we know, plants are extremely high in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Just so many phytonutrients that are gonna boost your health in so many ways. People are not dying because of plants. Scam artists. Animal products are the healthiest for humans. Our ancestors prized butter, cheese, and animal fats. A lot of anthropologists believe that the humans only got a genetic mutation to be able to digest cow's milk and not get sick from it in Europe about 7,500 years ago or so. Us humans, Homo sapiens, are about 200,000 years old. So saying that our ancestors thrived on something because they started eating something 7,500 years ago makes no sense. Who knows what they were doing back then, but the point is, we can't compare what people were doing 200,000 years ago or 7,500 years ago. It doesn't make any sense. We have to look at our modern society, the way that the world operates at this moment. Now, to be fair, this person does have a good point, which is animal fats. and eating animals in general was crucial to our survival as a species, to the evolution of humankind. But that doesn't mean that, just because we did it before, that we have to do it right now. Okay, a little bit of a long one. Why would I even go vegan when I can have all the nutrients and vitamins that I need natural, feel better, and have more energy? Yeah, I went 1 week vegan with someone who does it right, okay? Guess what? I was just tired all the time and ate almost nothing good. Okay, first of all, 1 week vegan from someone who did it right, that doesn't describe anything. Dude, you guys have no clue what the f you're talking about. Egg diary is good for you. Ask the doctor. I think he knows best. Why would I even go vegan? Oh yeah, now it just repeats itself. Doctors only have on average 1 hour of nutritional training during their whole medical training in school. And as we all know, food is the real medicine. We're not trying to get people on statins or drugs. The way to be healthy is to prevent diseases and reverse it through diet as well. So obviously the doctors don't know best. That is one of the biggest issues with our society today, is that we're putting trust in people that have no idea about nutrition, when nutrition is in fact the most important thing for our health. Next one is from Keto Boy. Love the username. Guarantee these two guys aren't vegans. And he's referring to my brother, who is also vegan. They'll be eating all sorts on the side. We don't digest plants. End of. For some reason, the vegan lifestyle attracts conspiracy theorists, and apparently this guy thinks that I'm eating meat behind the scenes. So this is what's scary about the internet and people and trolls and conspiracy theorists, or whatever you want to call them, is that they have such confidence and they try to promote something that they have no idea what they're talking about. I mean, we all know that we can digest plants. I mean, if not, I would be dead a long time ago. Even people who eat meat wouldn't be alive at this point if we couldn't digest plants, because people aren't eating enough animal products to get enough energy and calories and nutrients. Show me a clinical study where plant-based protein is superior to animal protein. Okay, let me just stop there. I'm only saying that you can find all the essential amino acids in the plant kingdom because that is where all animals get it from in the first place, right? That doesn't mean, I'm not saying that you can eat grass like cows do. In the plant kingdom, we can find all amino acids, and if you're consuming, a variety of different sources like grains and legumes, you are gonna hit all of them, including leucine that everyone is afraid of. Plant protein is unbalanced, and it requires you to have an academic degree to work out the plant required mix. He's going into the fact that you have to mix certain different food groups to get a good enough amino acid profile, like what I just mentioned. And he thinks that it's so complicated that you have to have some sort of academic degree to be able to do this, when the truth is that you don't have to worry about it at all. Your body does all the combining. If you're eating grains and legumes and forget the rest, you're already hitting everything. And you don't have to combine everything in one meal. You can have some amino acids in the morning, some amino acids in the night, and at the end of the day, it all comes together. Everything in the plant kingdom is bioavailable, maybe not as bioavailable as some animal proteins, but still highly bioavailable. Try working that out in the wild. The modern day vegan solution is to supplement with soy protein supplements. I don't know anyone who eats soy protein supplements, but still is deficient in many non-essential animal protein that with age become more essential, like taurine. Sorry, only found in animal foods and supplements. Again, this is an example of someone who is very dangerous, because people can read this and actually believe what he's saying. Your body produces enough taurine, enough creatine, enough cholesterol, so you don't have to eat taurine from animals in order to get enough yourself. I had a cholesterol deficiency on a vegan diet, 12 years. Wow. Low cholesterol is much more dangerous than high cholesterol. I would have expected him to provide some more context and some more detail on his experience, which he doesn't, which is a bit, suspicious. Even if you were a vegan and you got low cholesterol for some weird reason, again, because your body produces all the cholesterol that you need, so it wouldn't happen unless there is some other issue. Even if you did have lower cholesterol, you can increase your cholesterol levels by eating different foods like coconut oil, for example. Next one, vegans don't know difference between chicken breast and butter. Well, people eat animals and don't go for the source because our stomachs cannot properly digest plants. While digesting meat happens like a charm. That's why all these ex-vegans with digestive issues have such success with carnivory. Bioavailability is a big thing that vegans avoid like hell. On paper, you're getting everything from plants, but in reality, it seems to be quite different. Now, again, this person is obviously promoting a carnivore diet, just like a few people who are doing this thing that has, you know, no science backing it up. And that is already something to be very skeptical about. He says a meat digests like a charm. From my own experience, I struggle with chronic constipation my entire teens and you know, early 20s. Sometimes I wouldn't go to the bathroom for a couple days in a row, sometimes even up to a week without going to the bathroom and taking a number 2. And that was me eating a lot of plants as well, but I was eating you know, meat, chicken, dairy, fish. I was eating all that stuff. That is very slow digesting. It takes a lot to break those proteins down in comparison to plants. And even if I was eating enough fiber, even if I was eating all those other plant foods, just my body just couldn't do it efficiently. My body could not digest the animal protein properly. After going vegan, within a week, my digestion was cured immediately, which then led to my skin clearing up from acne. And I know a lot of people, you know, who have experienced the same thing. Now, the point about all the ex-vegans, oftentimes what you'll find in these videos is that they're doing very strange things and not even, you know, consulting with dietitians and just keep doing something that doesn't work for a prolonged period of time, which obviously will cause a lot of problems. A plant-based diet, a vegan diet doesn't mean anything, guys. It can be Oreos, French fries, and Coke, and you know, that's considered a plant-based diet. So it doesn't really mean anything. You have to, you know what you're deficient in, you have to know what your health issues are, and then go to a dietitian, a plant-based doctor, and figure out how to reverse or prevent these things from happening again. I've seen tons of people who tried the carnivore diet out and failed miserably and felt horrible and been hospitalized. More of that to come. Just wait and see. The reason why you know, a monomeal diet works is because you're eliminating everything else. So if you're eliminating something that your body can't handle or something that you have an issue with, obviously you're gonna feel better, you know, for a while, especially if you're just eating meat. Okay, guys, last one. Guys are on steroids and they most likely eat meat. I hope you realize that once you die, your soul will pay for lying for profit. You guys are the lowest form of humans. You can tell by their energy in their writing. You can tell that they're not, you know, thriving. They're not in a good place in their heads. And it's sad. Like, I truly feel bad for these people. But the part that stood out was lying for profit, right? No one is profiting from a vegan diet, right? Like, big broccoli is not the same as big pharma or the animal agriculture. These farmers are not, you know, paying influencers or YouTubers like me to make videos about how good broccoli is and then, you know, killing people behind the scenes. Like, that's not, like, it's conspiracy theory. So those are some of the comments that I picked up today. Again, I didn't do this to criticize anyone. I didn't do this to bully anyone. I don't think that is helpful. I think that we all have to realize that people are struggling. People are really struggling with themselves. People are confused, which is why they go to things like the carnivore diet. People are really confused because of this overflow of information on the internet and the fact that people don't understand what a good study is versus a random article on the internet, and you know, taking other people's opinions and putting them on a pedestal rather than really trying to understand the science. I wish them health. I wish that they do not, you know, die from a carnivore diet. I hope that they change their mindset around and become more positive and try to focus on bringing people up rather than trying to criticize everyone and bringing them down. Hate is never the answer, no matter what your point of view is. It really isn't. You have to be positive, keep your head up, and just spread some love. And that is why I love all of you guys, because I know that we're all on the same page. I'm sure this video will attract some haters and whatever, and all I'm asking you guys to do is spread some love and give them some love in the comment section below, because they are the ones that need it the most. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you like this. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Peace out.